Hi everyone, it's Phil London, and today we are going to have another Pilates level 2 class. We're going to be using toning balls and a dish towel, but just remember I will be giving modifications along the way for beginners and also if you do not have these props. But try to experiment at home if you don't have these props of what might work. Maybe a paper plate will work. Light weights will work for some of the exercises, but remember, you can do all of the exercises without the props. I'll be giving variations throughout the class. If you are new to Pilates, please visit my showcase because I started teaching a more beginner style at the beginning of quarantine, and all of those videos are there for you to turn on whenever you need. All right, so let's get started. So let's grab our toning balls. Let's just do some breathing and external rotation. Roll the shoulders back and down. We're going to inhale, and at the shoulder girdle, rotate open. On the exhale, bring those toning balls or light weights or soup cans back to center. Inhale. And exhale. Fantastic. Warming up the shoulder girdle and the breathing today. Inhale through the nose. And it's an exhale out through the mouth, through pursed lips, connecting in the abdominals. And inhale. And exhale. Weaving the ribs, lightly drawing up on the pelvic floor vertically. Try to keep the elbows directly underneath the shoulders here. Don't let the elbows touch the waistline, but keep them close. And if there was a skewer that went from the shoulder to the elbow, it would be a continuous straight line. Excellent. So we did a little breathing seated. We're going to sit to the edge of the mat so that we can roll down, a principle I've done in many of my other workouts. On an inhale, you're going to breathe in. On an exhale, I want you to just slowly roll down to the mat. So once lying down on the mat, just make sure you're in the middle. You can take your arms to the sides of the mat and just make sure that they get to the sides of the mat evenly. Same with the feet. We are going to take the toning balls and we are going to put them under the lumbar spine, right by the sacrum. Find a spot that it is comfortable. Inhale through the nose and exhale, gently rock your pelvis into an imprint. Bring one leg into tabletop and then the other. Remember, this exercise can be done without the toning balls. Okay, I'm neutral here. We're going to do heel taps. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, tap your left heel down. And then lift and tap your right heel down. You don't want any clicking or popping. If you do click, shorten your range of motion or maybe take these toning balls out. You want to go nice and slow. We've only done 2. We're beginning moving our limbs in space against our stable core. I said that last week. I'm going to try to say it every week. That's what a heel tap is. It's not a fast, repetitive motion. It's very slow. Now this will help you maintain your imprint because it will tip you into that imprint, as I mentioned, during the hip rolls. However, if this does not feel right to you, then you want to do your heel taps with your back flat to the mat. And last one. I can't urge enough that with some of these newer exercises, you want to make sure you're doing what's right for your body. Inhale, raise the arms up to the ceiling. And we're going to exhale, circle the arms around, staying nice and stable. They haven't cleared the mini balls at the gym yet. If you have a mini ball at home, it is a great tool to use and it is so hard to stay stable on. So this is a really good practice point with the toning balls. The reason why I am using the toning balls a lot in your classes here virtually is because I know that they are in the gym and they're easy to get for home. Go the other direction. Open and pull down. And we'll go open and pull down. Again, you could be with your back on the mat, no toning balls underneath the lumbar spine, and around. Give it a try if it feels right to you. you can add them on. I think last week we did something like this without the toning balls. And then rest the arms down, press the arms lightly, and return the feet back down, one and then the other. Okay, we're going to lift the hips up, take the toning balls out, have them near you and ready to go, and go ahead and just roll the spine down. Okay, that was just a transition, not an exercise. We're going to do hip rolls next. You're going to inhale through the nose. I tend to do this when you're inhaling through the nose. Exhale, rock the pelvis into an imprint. Roll through that imprint. Squeeze your glutes. Roll your hips off the mat into your bridge. Inhale. And on the exhale, roll back down through each articulation of the spine through to your neutral pelvis. If you want to have your toning balls down underneath each heel of the hand, roll through an imprint. Squeeze your glutes. Roll your hips off the mat into your bridge. Inhale and exhale, roll back down. I've used this principle a lot. And again, I've used the toning balls a lot because I know that they're at the gym. We're going to roll through an imprint. Squeeze your glutes. Roll your hips off the mat into your bridge. Inhale. And exhale, lower back down through each articulation. Feels so good. I don't know why it always is that I take a walk right before I teach this class virtually. Roll through an imprint, but it really helps me stretch out after my walk. Okay, turning on my glutes, relaxing the low spine as I roll the spine all the way down through to that neutral. And then I'm surprised that it feels so good every time I teach and every time I do Pilates. So we're going to take our toning balls. This again is going to be optional. Let's say you didn't have the toning balls. You would just do all the gesturing work on your mat, dragging it in. That's it. If you have a resistance ball, 55 centimeters, you can use that. If you have a mini ball, you can also use that. So we're going to do a variation of hip release. But with the toning balls, we can't do a full hip release. We're going to slide the legs out on the ball slowly and controlled. Okay? Turn the femurs out. See how my legs turned out like a ballerina? Turn the legs back to parallel and then drag it in. You need to keep the feet light on the ball. If you weight your legs into the ball, you will not be able to recoil the ball. Slide the legs out with control, tightening the abs, pointing the toes like a ballerina. Turn the femur bones out. Glute maximus and piriformis will rotate laterally at the thigh. Rotate it back to central neutral, adductors, inner thighs. Slowly draw it back in. Try and zip up that low abdominal to bring it in. Lengthen the legs out. I love a full hip release, but my favorite place to do it is on that 55 centimeter ball. Turn out. So I chose this one, so we still are opening up through the hips, working at the glute level. And draw it back in. Last one. We're going to be doing a few variations that roll these balls out. Lengthen out. Laterally rotate. Parallel. And draw it back in. Very nice. And we're getting a lot of foot fascia release. Slide it out. Turn it out. Parallel. End in. Slide it out. Laterally rotate. Parallel. End in. Again, this can be done on the floor. Slide it out. A mini ball. That's the mini round one. Or a resistance ball. Turn it out. But this one really makes you think. Slide it out. Nice and controlled. Turn it out. From the femur, not from the kneecap. I feel my glutes rotate, okay? Rotate back to center and draw it back in. Nice job. So we're going to flip over onto the belly and warm up the spine. We're going to take the toning balls with us and put them at the front of the mat. We're going to have our towel down, and I'm going to repeat an exercise from last week's class. So we're going to have our elbows by our waistline and our fingertips forward of our shoulders. And we're going to inhale, prepare. We're going to exhale, lightly extend the spine. Inhale, stay. And exhale to lower it back down. We're going to do it again. Lightly extend the spine. Inhale. And exhale to lower it back down. One more time. Lightly extend the spine. Inhale. And exhale to lower it back down all the way. Then we mentioned that the toning balls would be out ahead of the mat. We're going to have your heel of the hands on the toning balls. You need some room to roll the toning balls towards you. Glide the shoulders down your back and come up for gentle extension. Don't go too high if you feel any back pain. Don't go any farther up. Exhale, lower it back down. Do it again. Inhale as you glide your shoulders down your back and come up for light extension. Inhale and exhale to lower it back down. We're going to do it again. Glide the shoulders down your back on an inhale. Come up for gentle extension. And exhale, lower it back down. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Lower it back down. Nice job. Leave those toning balls there temporarily, and we're going to grab the towel. You can also use a band for this exercise, but hold it the long way right over the glutes. You're going to inhale, roll the shoulders back in line with the ears. We're going to inhale, and on the exhale, lower it back down. Let the shoulders round forward. Inhale, shoulders back in line with the ears. And exhale to let the shoulders round forward. Inhale, draw the shoulders back in line with the ears. We hover off the mat. We hold our belly in like we're trying not to crack a robin's egg in the belly button. And lower it back down. Roll the shoulders back and hover and hold. Now as you hover and hold, I want you to feel like you're pulling tension on the band or the towel. We're going to pull tension and hover and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, stay. And exhale, lower it back down. Now from here, we're just going to do a quick little stretch. Put your feet on the inside of the band or the towel. Tip of the nose is on the mat. Inhale. Press your feet into the band or towel. I really do prefer a dish towel for this. And on the exhale, lower it back down. Okay, grab one if you don't have one. Roll the shoulders. Press lightly in. You could be using a sweat towel. Okay, inhale and exhale, lower it back down. We're going to go gentle with these. We're going to do one. Roll the shoulders. Press your feet into that towel and hold. Inhale. Try to get the knees down, rock. And then slowly release back down. We're going to take that towel up. We're going to push yourself up onto all fours. Shoulders directly over the wrists, hips directly over the knees. Don't shift back or forward. We're going to do thoracic rotation. We're going to do a long lever. We're going to inhale and rotate upward. Okay? Don't turn the head too much. Keep it right over the sternum. Exhale, we're going to soften the right elbow and stretch it across and threading your needle through your body. Okay, we're going to do that again. Inhale and exhale. We're going to take it across. Feeling the rotation from the rib cage. Inhale and exhale across. One more time. Inhale. And exhale across. Nice job. We're going to take it down to the shoulder now and rest the whole outer part of that arm down on the ground. And then we're going to slide the opposite arm up. I call it a windmill position. Stretching here, pressing into the earth, down through the right heel of the hand, and pressing down through the back left arm. Okay, we're going to drag that back in. We're going to push yourself up, one arm to push up. We're going to replace the left arm back down. Let's do the other side. We're going to rotate, inhale. And if you chose the other arm, that's fine. Just make sure you switch. And then reach and rotate. And reach. And rotate. One more, and reach. And rotate across. Okay, going slowly down to the ground to the side of the temple, and we hold. We're pressing that right back of the arm down, sliding the left arm up. We feel that windmill feel, opposition of the two arms pressing, left heel down, right arm pressing. Okay, and then we're going to drag that back in. We're going to push up to all fours. And we're going to walk our hands out, and we're going to drive our hips forward and do our hip rocking like we normally do. And then with a flat back, press back. Okay, and we're going to walk it forward again and press it back. Walk it forward. We're going to add on. Lift up your toes off the floor. Windshield wiper them to the right. Windshield wiper them to the left. Take it back to center and rock the hips back. Nice flat back. Lead with the tailbone to the sky. We're going to drive it forward again. Lift the toes. Let's alternate. So let's windshield wiper evenly to the right. Windshield wiper to the left. Take it back to center. Drop the toes and press the hips back. Nice flat back. Again, if your hands get far away from you, bring them in a little bit. Recoil them in. Which direction we start. So we're going to pick up the toes. We're going to go to the left this time. And then the right. Try to keep them even. Back to center. And then flat back, press back. Do it again. Pull it forward. Lift the toes. We go right and left. Back to center. And flat back, press back, nice flat back. Feel that scapula separate. Feel the glide of the shoulder blades. Lift. We go left. We go right. And then lower and nice flat back. Press back. Feel the heel of the hand press into the earth. And then slowly go all the way back into your child's pose. And today, just a little different than the Madonna stretch, and we are going to do XW. So I want you to slide your elbows towards your hips and then press it all the way out. Usually the XW is hovered, but I am not going to ask for that for this position. We're just going to drive the elbows right down towards those knees and hips and slide it back out. You might need to help and walk those fingertips back out. We go back and forth. We go back and forth. Nice job. These are getting more mobile as I practice them. Don't have your elbows wing up. 4 and slide it out. 3, pull it back and out. 2 more. Working on that mobility, guys. And 1 more. Nice job. Slide it all the way back out. And then from here, inhale. And on the exhale, you're going to roll up slowly 1 vertebrae at a time, where you're rolling up to a neutral flat back like you have a brick wall behind you, where your shoulders are over your ribs are over your hips are over your heels, and you're kneeling up tall. You hear that every week as well. All right, let's get into an ab series now. We're going to lie down on your back, and we're going to grab the toning balls that are over your head. We did these in the middle of last week's workout. Your arms are going to go over your chest height. Make sure to squeeze the toning balls or the soup cans. Nudge and curl flex. Roll up rounded shape for your feet. Okay, from here, just drop the toning balls down, soup cans or weights. Lift and then roll back down through each articulation. If that gives you any back pain, don't drop your toning balls down and reach your arms over by your hairline. Inhale, arms over chest height, nod your chin. Curl and flex, roll up a rounded shape for your feet. We're going to drop the arms down and up. I feel a nice low back stretch, but it really depends on you. I've had a herniated disc. I healed it, and I can do a lot of variations. You know what I can't do? I can't vacuum. I can't vacuum rounded shape or pick up heavy dogs anymore without thinking about my posture. But a lot of my Pilates exercises came back really strong. Okay, and then I try and lift weights once a week as well. But if some of these exercises don't feel good to you, then modify. Nod chin, curl flex.
Roll up rounded shape for your feet. Drop those toning balls down. Reach it up and roll the spine all the way down through to your neutral. And then rest the toning balls down. Now the next part of class is going to be an ab series. And we're going to put the toning balls behind the scapula where it feels comfortable. This is going to allow us to go into extension and flexion. Okay, this is optional. You can do all of these exercises flat on the mat, or you can use a mini ball. On an inhale, we're going to lengthen back. On an exhale, curl and flex the abdominals. If you need to wiggle around to a better spot on the toning balls, please do. Inhale, lean and stretch back. And exhale to curl. Notice I'm not lifting my chin to do that. I'm not inhaling, leading with my chin. Inhale, I'm keeping my chin in and leaning back from my thoracic and my rib cage. And exhale to flex the abdominals. Inhale to lengthen back. Exhale to flex. Okay, a little bit harder. We're bringing the legs into tabletop. You're welcome to have no toning balls and leave your feet down on the mat. Inhale, lean back. And exhale, flex. Inhale to lean. And exhale to flex. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, it's giving you more range of motion, making the ab flexion harder. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Return the feet back down. Slide the left leg down. Inhale, I want you to lengthen and rotate, thinking about bringing your left elbow to the left corner of the mat. Exhale, I want you to twist up and over to your right knee. Don't let that right knee cave across when you lengthen back. Inhale, lengthen back. And exhale, rotate across. All these exercises, again, can be done flat on the mat. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale to rotate. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale to rotate. Like last week, flex the right knee into the chest. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to rotate. Watch this leg from turning out. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale to rotate. 2 more. Now I can feel these more than last week on the toning balls. Last one. Nice job. Take it back to center. Slide this leg on the mat. This one comes into flexion, your left, or whichever one you chose first. You're going to alternate now. Inhale, lean back. See this nice opening? See what I mean by the corner of the mat? Okay. We're not pulling our head or leaning. Exhale, twist. Think about a long line. Inhale. Exhale as we rotate and twist. Exhale as we rotate and twist. Exhale as we rotate and twist. But because of that higher grade range of motion, inhale, lean back. I can feel a big difference on the toning balls. And exhale. Now, what's interesting for you guys to know is that I filmed my last workout on Saturday. And now here it's Tuesday and I'm filming next week's. So I so recently did this whole variation on the mat. My body still remembers what it feels like. So I can tell right away this is harder. Okay? Because it's only 3 or 4 days ago. Exhale. Wasn't a full week. Okay? Nice. Let's try to take both legs into tabletop. All right. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, we're going to twist to the right knee and straighten the left leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left and straighten the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist and center. Twist and center. Good job. Continue. Twist. We're going for 8 and center. Use that breathing. Will not help you. Breathing will. Exhale. No clicking or popping in those hips. We're making sure that we only lower the leg down on both sides evenly for wherever that pop is. My pop's on this side. I'll tell you, that's where my herniated disc was too, right side. We're making sure we're not dropping the heels down to the butt too, guys, on all of those, okay? Now, we're all going to take a break. Hug the knees into the chest. I'm not going to edit this breakout. As I told you guys, that's my trick. Abs series is harder, but notice I was able to do more reps today without editing out. Make sure you're not hanging your head back. This is never the stretch. You think it might be, but really draw your chin in. And if you needed to remove the toning balls to lie all the way down to hug the knees into the chest, look at how fast I did that. Don't think that if it takes you a moment to switch positions, that it's going to take too long for you to modify. It took seconds. Okay, let's straighten the legs out. Let's either reach up or hands behind the head. We're going to pulse up 8. Exhale 7. Breathe at 6 and 5, 4. And if you need a break after this, hug the knees into the chest. Join us for scissors when you're ready. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, switch. I really have to focus on that right leg and maintain a gentle tightness of the abdominal. It's an imprinted spine, but your low back might not be touching the floor from the elevation at the scapula, but it is that directional cue of that imprinted spine. Now, since quarantine and teaching and talking and not really deepening that connection with the breathing, I've clicked a lot here in quarantine, filming virtually. And I have to shorten my range of motion. Light calf hold, guys. Don't pull behind the knees. And at any point in time, you can always take the toning balls out. Take a nice big inhale, hug the knees into the chest. And exhale, return the feet. Use your elbows as leverage and place the toning balls by the hips. All right, guys, so we're going to do the reverse ab part of the ab series. And that's where we roll over. We mentioned last week that you can just roll a little, arms and legs, or just the glutes off the mat in order to slide a piece of paper underneath the spine. If you get up just the slice of paper, the little sliver, you're working, okay? If you want to go with the full and you want to get the anchor, that's like your couch leg, a coffee table, a TRX, a heavy kettlebell, something that cannot pull onto your face, okay? We're going to roll over. Inhale. We're going to exhale, roll back down. Now it is harder to stabilize on a moving object. A Bosu, a ball, toning balls. Inhale, exhale. Roll over. Inhale and exhale, roll back down. Nice. We're going to do it again. We're going to do 8. You could do as many or as few as you need and as your body will allow. And then roll back down. I love this because it helps stretches out my low back. I was missing this from the Reformer series. Okay, I love it with an anchor. When I teach my strength classes, I actually flip the camera and I do it on the inside of my room and I use my couch or my coffee table. But the last 2 weeks I filmed over here and I don't have those anchors. So I've just been using my arms down by my side and my toning balls. I'm stabilizing with my lats and my triceps. Exhale. Keeping the knees bent because bending the knees is the action of your hamstrings. Hamstrings, okay? So if you always wanted to tone the back of the legs, Then bend your knees and then roll back down. Now, I mentioned that a round moving object is harder to stabilize. In the next few weeks, I mentioned the resistance ball and the Bosu. I am going to be adding some Bosu variations because those are in your sectioned out spaces in your class at HealthWorks. So look forward to the Bosu too. Return the feet back down. One foot's going to be on the ball and one ball's going to be underneath the heel of the hand. Since I'm going to be gesturing a lot with this foot, I want to make sure you can see it. This ball is just going to press like that, but on the contralateral side. This ball on the right, this ball in the left, pressing down. We've done that many times. But you can use no ball. It would be foot on the floor, right underneath the hip, and it would be hands on the floor. Okay, so that is your option. Or both toning balls if you want to have a little bit of element of surprise and strengthening and stability work. Okay, we're going to bridge. We're going to inhale, prepare. We're going to do a bridge series. That's the section of class we're in. And then lower back down. We just did all that ab work, and now we're going to bridge. Okay, so I am using both feet. I would say I have more pressure in my left. My palm is turned in just to feel like the arms are even. I am pressing into the ball. I'm not driving through my heel. Okay, I am keeping it sort of lifted. It's not like a high releve, but I am keeping the ball of the foot on the ball. Now, we're going to finish up with our 8 bridges. It's sort of single leg, but it's sort of stability and 2 leg, all rolled up in one. If you are tight in your hamstrings, you are not going to love this variation. You might just want to have your feet flat on the mat. Okay, and that's okay. So we're going to slide this leg out light. I am not pressing heavy into this ball. If I did, bang, off to the side. Now I'm going to lightly draw back in. I am isometric. My glutes are lifted, sliding that out. Okay, just lifting up my arms so you can see me. Now I'm going to press it back down. Slide it out. I sort of laugh when I say I'm not going to lie. I tend not to. I'm honest and tell the truth to a fault. Some people love me, some people hate me for it, but this one's tough. Keep lifting. If you need your hips down, you can do this with your hips down. Okay? Nice and light. And I tried to roll and do some really cool things in the warm-up. They didn't work. Stay for the bloopers. I'm going to just, and you can shut me off before the bloopers. And my bloopers are always on my Instagram if you want to go follow Fullyalive_Bodiphy. I put my bloopers when I edit right on my Instagram reel or story. Now there's a reel. I have no idea how to use that, but pulse up, guys, 8-7. I finally have the music on. I've been waiting forever. I had a business account, and I guess I had to switch to a private account. And now the music's there, but now there's a reel. We're staying right here. Boy, we're working. We're going to inhale, prepare. We're going to exhale, roll that spine down. Nice. We're going to switch our sides. Same variation, bridge, extend, pulse. Roll the shoulders. Palm turned in so that they're the same height. I know I talk a lot, but I'm going to encourage you to keep your arms on the toning balls. Bridge your hips up and then lower back down. Sometimes I move or scratch and someone thinks, oh, it's the exercise, but it's not. And lower back down. It's just my way of training. Okay, light foot on the left, but I'm still working. I feel both glutes contracting, but I do feel more push, more strength, more drive in my connected mat foot, mat leg, M-A-T leg, not the ball leg. So we're working on 8. Okay, lightly. I can't stress this enough. A toe on the ball when you start rolling out. If it gets away from you, pull it in. But it's not meant to roll out like this, guys. Okay, it's meant to roll out 1 and then back in. Now see what happens when I rolled it out that way? It got away from me. Roll it out. I'm going to leave that in. I tend to edit the videos to look perfect, and I'm going to start to show the real stuff. This one's sliding too far into my ankle. It was really more stable on the other side. Okay, slide it. I'm going to get controlled. I'm going to get connected. Now I got it. I have to think. I can't just move. Okay? If you need your hips down, slide it out. Use that core. Yes. Okay? And I feel a little rotated on this side. So think about it. Stay stable. That was so much better. I caught my knee now in line with my hip. It was over here. Maybe that's why the ball was not staying neutral. Pulse it. Love it. Stay here on the inhale. So that was your intermediate bridge work, okay? If you take the class again and you need to modify, please do. Just put your feet on the floor. Now, the next variations can be on your full arm. It is easier than forearm. I've said this many times. You can be on your forearm. That is hardest. Hands down, in my opinion. Or level 1 all the way down. I often do things all the way down. If you need to modify, please do. So we're going to do an exercise called develope. Just quickly, develope, undevelope, develope, undevelope. Develope, undevelope, develope, undevelope. Okay? Same variation, just on your side. And when you get on your side, you're going to be like, where am I in space? I don't get the legs. But literally, you just saw me do it on my back. Same gesturing leg movement, just you're on a very sliver hallway right here on the narrow. Now, if you want to go up, I would say that is 4. That is advanced. You want to start with extension and do it here. Go for it, all right? I'll show you one. I'm going to show you one. But some of you are going to do it. That is fine, okay? So we're going to bring it forward to a front leg kick, what we call a front leg kick, and then a back leg extension. I can, but that is a lot of load on the shoulder. Front leg kick, okay? I like to hold my head. Couple reasons. It's the nicest hourglass waistline. It's what all the swimsuit models do, put their arms over their head. Why? Because the abs look good in that position. Okay, we're going forward and extend. And if you want to flex that foot to get that hamstring stretch, try not to roll the shoulder forward. This is why shoulders hurt, guys, because we roll them forward. I almost fell off balance when I did that, okay? In any case, so this helps you hold the head. Remember to keep the neck released into the hand, okay? Don't pull the head on top. Doesn't that look weird? It is weird. We're not supposed to be there. Keep it long. And I'm just going to show here your kickstand hand. All right. We're going to reverse it. Breathe it up. I got a nice little breakdown there. But that is called a drop set. I can't stress enough, do a drop set. Okay? That means you started out in the harder position and you worked down to an easier position. As something couldn't handle the exercise anymore, like my shoulder is tired. And if I can't handle it anymore, okay. And it's funny, I keep bringing my hand up here. It's kind of nice. I went to do it and you can use your kickstand hand, so keep it. It's actually really challenging on the core. But now I'm just not in my shoulder girdle anymore. This would be your easiest layer. And we're going to do backwards circles. I'm going to go up again. You can stay down. Definitely stay down if you were fatigued because there's one more part of this series. Obviously, up is much harder than lying series, which is what this whole series was meant to be.
all the way side lying down. Now, we're gonna kick the leg front and reach the arm back. And then we're gonna extend the leg and reach the arm forward. Kick and reach and exhale. You're gonna get a nice mermaid after this side lying series. Now, halfway through, you might think to yourself, I wish I had been down for more of the side series, more of the other exercises. I'm saying the same thing. Now, you could have done that last piece all the way down. So it'd be a kick and a reach and long. Okay. I've seen a couple clients do this. I have not taught it, but I see a couple clients rotating the other arm around, and I am for it. I am here for that. So I'm going to give it to you. And why not? We got 2 extras in it. I want to do all of them like that. That's amazing. Thanks to some of my clients who created their own exercises. Okay, so you know the drill. You're going to be either all the way down or in your forearm. In my opinion, I would hold the head. This is high grade because of the repetition, okay? You know to go all the way down. You know to go all the way up if you want to. Here we go. Start the leg back. Développé. I want you to see how it sounds, how it feels when I say nothing. If I was here alone, I wouldn't be working out. I only work out when I'm with you guys. Reverse it. But I just wanted you to hear what it sounds like when I'm trying to really stabilize from that core and use the breath. I expanded so long I hit the wall on that one. I did not hit the wall on those other ones. But that's because I was breathing and really reaching it, okay? And now I actually have to stay away from that wall. I find this to be extremely challenging. If you want to be on that side knee, you can be. But if you are in pain in your shoulder and your neck and you are just trying to do the hardest layer, please stop. Please. I know some people are doing that. Backwards circles. 1. This is hard enough and I need to go down, but I did love my arm over my head without the kickstand 4. My bottom knee is slightly bent so the leg can be behind for backwards circles. And last one. Now you have that last variation. You can stay down. I'm going to show it down because I showed it up. Straight leg and reach it across, okay? And then it's going to go open. And it's going to go reaching across. All right, if you're up, open. My leg is so sore from that side lying series. Reach one more time. I wouldn't recommend being on the knee, but you could be full arm. I like both down and here. I do. And then rest. Whew. That was intense. Then we're going to do your mermaid. Okay, I'm just going to wiggle over here into the camera. But I added them in after the fact. The double body roll feels really nice. Feels a little harder or awkward for me on this side. And I'm not even quite sure I did the same thing on both sides, but I'm going to work on that. Next week's class is filmed, so you won't see that next week, but you're going to probably see that in the next couple of weeks. And I'll practice it before I show it again. And we're going to come out of it. All right, we're coming into the finale of the class. I'm going to turn face this direction. Roll the shoulders back and down. All right, so it's going to be a full arm position because you just came from forearm. However, if you have wrist issues, you need to be on your forearm. Or if you have an ottoman or a ball, you could rest over a ball and do these variations. Let me just show you quickly. I might as well. I don't think everybody has a ball, but let's pretend you had an ottoman. We're going to be elevated in the knees. We're going to be doing a lift and a lower and an extension and a draw. We're going to be doing that with our knees up and for full arm position. All right. Now, if you need to be on forearm, you can. But if you have a ball, that is such a great option. Now, knees off is the hardest layer you could be doing. This is your planking instead of double knee stretch and all this stuff. So we're going to be pressing the left heel up to the ceiling and then lowering it back down. Then we're going to extend the left leg out. Now I'm going to be doing some left leg gesturing. If you need your knees down, it's up and down. This is your second rep, guys. Keep moving. Out and release. We're alternating left to right, okay? Knees up is the harder layer, but don't lift up. I want you low to the ground. And out. Okay, one more. We're only doing 4 because these are going to be so hard. We're going up. Keep that knee down. That right knee is a right angle. And then extend it out. Stay here. If you need your knee down, we tap it cross and lift, okay? Cross and lift. I'm not gonna lie, this is hard. Cross and lift. Knee down if you need. Cross and lift. I was just doing this with a client and she was like, this is so hard. Okay, pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Pulse it up. 2. Straighten the knee. 1. Oh my God. She was like, oh my God, Phil, and I'm now doing it. I said, you're motivating me. I'm going to film right after we work out. I'm sweating. Oh my gosh. Stretch it. Okay. You always have the option of knee down. You have the option of ball. You can add ankle weights if your knees are down. That will make it more challenging. But that was a core option. I saw it on Instagram. Wow. Okay. Let's do 2 Madonnas, guys. Let's bend and stretch. That'll give us a quick break. Bend and stretch. Good. Now drag it in. Roll it up. Oh my gosh. Other side. Flat back, shoulders back and down. Okay. Knees off. Press up with the right glute heel. Extend out. Press up. Of course, I feel stronger here. Or maybe I know the exercise better, but I'm stronger here. Press up. And out. Remember, I told you, you could put your knees down. Up. And out. Who says I don't do cardio? And who says Pilates people don't do cardio? Stay here or get the heart rate up. Tap and lift. I can't, guys. Keep going, tap. I know some of you can. And lift. Holy wow. My last client could. Tap and lift. But if you need a break, don't stop the gesturing leg. Break on that quadricep. Knee lift. Hold. Knee down. Or keep it up. Pulse it. 8, 7. Breathe it. 6. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, I want to cry. Now, both legs are supposed to be straight. Good luck for that. I think I had a soft bend in my knee. That was so hard. I have seen it on Instagram. I have never done it. I have to text my client as soon as I'm done filming. Madonna. Let's go back to 2 Madonnas. And I have to say I'm so sorry because I kept saying stopping. Stop breaking. Keep going. All right. So bend it in and out. And bend it in and out. Separate those hands and roll it up. Oh my God, that was so challenging. All right, guys, we're going to be trying a towel slide next. Now, I'm going to use toning balls and a towel. If you have a hardwood floor, you're going to be able to slide out. I filmed this last week, and I edited it out of the workout because I don't know if you could tell, but my knee is headed inward, all right? And I didn't know when it was happening because I had the camera turned around the other way. Now I have the viewfinder inward because I need to see what's going on so I can correct my form. So first you have to open up this hip. You see I'm like lunging a little, but I'm not knee over toe lunging, right? We're gonna externally rotate, slide out, and draw back in. Okay, that's the movement. I'm gonna try not to do this, but I'm gonna want to. Now, if you can't slide on a towel on a hardwood floor, and you have the yoga mat, you can put the ball underneath the heel, and you can do it that way. All right, let's say you do that. Just quickly replace it. You can go get soup cans, but we're gonna be sliding out and in. I'm not gonna lie, that is a lot harder. If you cannot make that exercise happen, then do a plie while we are doing this. Okay? That's totally fine. All right? So try it. Dish towel, try a paper plate. Sock. Someone said to me, can I get the Val slides? Yes. It is so hard for me to not dip into my hip. Okay? And I'm working on that a lot. I'm trying. It's not great. I also was 1 foot on the mat, 1 foot off the mat using the toning balls last week. So now I'm right in front of the mat to hold me accountable. It's so much hamstring. Let me tell you also, don't bring it in too far. I want the knee right over the ankle. It's funny the way it is. It looks like the towel's like one of those like Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz shoes. Okay. I find this to be extremely hard. All right. Nice job. You saw this. I got tired. I'm tired, guys. I actually filmed half of this on Tuesday. This is the second half today. And I filmed next week just right before this. So my legs are really tired. Wait till you see what's coming in 2 weeks. But I'm just stronger right here. You've been hearing that a lot from me, right? This side's so much stronger. Oh, I could do so many more reps. It's amazing. And not all in the same, but I have my homework to do. I will do my homework if it's absolutely necessary, like if I'm in chronic pain or something. I don't get to work out with my classes digitally. I don't. This is the only class I work out with. Do you see that leg not staying? I'm not staying open. I'm rotating this way. Maybe that's why it's easier. There we go. Now I'm tracking against the mat. Oh my gosh, that is much harder. That's why it was easier. Okay, put down the toning balls if you need to. You want some deep hamstring work? We're doing it. Do not straighten out the leg all the way. If you feel any feeling like, oh, this is so hard, I feel like I'm tearing in the muscles, things like that. People say that to me. It feels like, no, that's too far in the movement. But I am struggling with this. I'm going to keep putting this into my clients' workouts and occasionally doing this. This is a safe one for me to do because my iPad right now, you guys are at my iPhone, but my iPad's a little higher up and I can look right at my tablet. But boy, this was hard. You could do bicep curls, but why? That's actually how I found this exercise on Instagram. She was doing a bicep curl. But we're going to pick things up and put them down all day long. So external rotation, feel the shoulder girdle open. That was intense.
That's why I teach it often. Nod, chin, curl, flex. You can have your feet on the floor or on those balls. Or the mini ball, or the resistance ball, or the Bosu. Inhale, start rolling back. And exhale, finish rolling down. Ooh, I really like this one. I have not taught this all of quarantine. Inhale, arms over chest height. Nod your chin. Curl and flex. Roll it up rounded shape for your feet. Inhale, start rolling back. And exhale, finish rolling down. 2 more. Last one.
Now straighten out that left leg.
Hug the right knee into the chest. Just feel that stretch. I'm holding the shin. We talked about it last week. Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists. Other direction with those ankle circles on the internet. So I like this shin hold. It really drives my femur back in its acetabulum. Drives my femur bone back in my hip socket. Okay? You can hold under too. I don't feel as good of a stretch in my hip. But do not hold the kneecap. Okay. Nice. Let's straighten it up. Let's flex and point and flex and point. Flex and point and flex and point. They did teach us all these songs when we were learning Pilates in our coursework. And point and flex and point. Bend the knee. Return the foot. Find the ball. I used the viewfinder to find the ball on that one. Okay. Now this one's going to slide out and this one's going to hug in. One. And we're going to make the ankle circles too. And the other direction. Hold it in, then we're going to hold the hamstring. We're going to flex and point. Flex and point. Flex, point, flex, point, flex. Remember, you can have your foot on the floor, shoulders back, and nice. Find that ball. Slide.
I'm going to show you some modifications that you can do this week so that when I jump to this big yoga block extension variation, you have some options. Now, I'm going to mainly focus on stretching your quads lying on your side today. Okay. You're going to lie all the way down and you're going to pull this leg back. So you can either have this leg bent or slightly bent underneath you or straight. It's up to you. If you bend it, I think I prefer bent because it acts as a little bit of a kickstand. We're going to lightly pull that leg. We're going to lightly draw the hip into a glute extension. So you're going to squeeze your glutes and extend the hip forward. So as I do that, I'm getting a nice quadricep stretch. Next week, we're going to be up in a yoga block underneath the lumbar spine and the high tall position. And I'm going to teach you how to pull it back this way. But what I do is I mention, you can also lie on your side and do this stretch here. I'm going to lie on the stomach and just gently, if anything's in your way, move it. Just gently go up for extension. Now we're going to do the other side. If you want to face away from the camera, you can, but I'm going to switch directions so that I can see the camera and you guys. Gosh, that felt nice. This is position 1, 2, 3. 4 would be here, but we just did a bunch of 3s. Okay, so we're going to switch our side. I should do that more often. Teach 2 weeks ahead and then go back and do all the modifications the week before. But I needed to warm up for this section of class. And I got so into it, I just filmed the whole thing. So I'm excited for you guys to try what's coming out. Gently press the hips forward. And you literally have all the videos in my showcase that start from the beginner forward. So turn those on. Keep doing those. These exercises are my favorite exercises. I really try not to teach things I don't like. Gently pressing. This quad is so tight. Okay. 3 extensions, and we are in our final child's pose, and you guys did a fantastic job. Let's go. Inhale. And exhale. All right. From here, push yourself up. Final child's pose. They're clawing into the mat. Madonna, XW. We've done enough of them. Choose the one you like. One of each, whatever you want. We've been doing them for weeks now. Press those elbows into the ground.
I need this one because this is going to help loosen up my thoracic. I'm going to press my chest. I'm going to kind of vibrate my chest into the ground, press my elbows into the mat. I need this one. It loosens up my thoracic for me. Nice. All right, straighten that out. Separate the hands. Roll it up.
Okay, guys, it's that time. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you this week and next week. I have so many exciting things for you. Next week, all you're gonna need, because it's already filmed, is a longer dish towel and a yoga block. I'll see you guys next week.